Hey, loved ones. So today I have a question from one of the fan bombs, Salam Mahal. She asked, what book do you read besides the greatest book of all, which is the Bible? So these are the books that I have read. Not all of them. I'm not telling you all of them, but I would say about 4 of them, and how they helped me. But a disclaimer or warning, I've seen a lot of Christian people condemning these books. So I'm just gonna explain without spoiling your reading, because I want you to read them if you want. If not, then don't. So I like spiritual psychology books. You can call them New Age. Yeah, I even read the Quran. So the first one is, and every book that I read was leading me to Jesus. Because, I mean, when you are educated, you tend to forget the spiritual world, right? So it's hard. That's why it's hard to convince or to tell people about the spiritual world or about Jesus, you know? But this one's helped me out. I was the same way. I'm not saying I'm educated. I quit school. Y'all know. Well, I have 1 degree, but I quit the second one. But anyway, I'm glad I did, though. I didn't want to be a doctor. But kudos to all the doctors. We love them. Okay, let's get to the first one. Is The Power of Now. The Power of Now. I have seen a lot of people praising it, and I read this book about 15 years ago, and to be honest, I did not really understand then. You know, everything is in God's timing. And then I read it about 2 years later, and I start getting it. So what The Power of Now taught me is about the ego, and then the pain body. So there's no information that I reject. Even if they tell me it's from the devil, I would probably read it, to be honest, because the devil won't win or attack you unless you have fear. If you have faith, then would it be tempting? I don't know, but yeah, that's the way I think of it. If you really, really believe in Jesus, there's nothing that can take away your faith. So The Power of Now really helped me, really to understand the inside voices. It is a really good spiritual, I would say spiritual psychology book. Very good. But then remember not to idolize the authors. Of all this book that I'm telling you, do not idolize, because if they die, they won't resurrect. Only Jesus. So we're just here on earth to help each other. So I don't really think highly of anybody like more valuable than me. I don't think of anybody less valuable than me. You get me, right? So whatever you read, do not idolize the author or the person who wrote the book. Okay? I mean, you can go to the seminars and stuff, but the one that deserves worshiping and praising is Jesus Christ. Okay, so The Power of Now, that's how it helped me. It got me closer to Jesus, to be honest. Really, it did. So, like I said, even if it's another book and they say it's from the devil, don't read it. I might, because I'm a rebel. Because don't reject any information. It would help you know more about that thing. If it's the devil, it will help you more about the devil. I don't have fear. I only have love. So that's why I am explaining everything, so you know. Because people are going to say, oh, you're reading the Power of Now and you're a Christian. Yeah, it's a spiritual psychology. Everything is going to help you out. As long as you don't lose your faith. As long as you're reading the main Bible. And if you're reading all these books, it's going to help you understand the Bible more. That's what it did for me. The second one is not in any order. The second one is The Honeymoon Effect by Dr. Bruce Lipton. I love that book. What I learned from that one is when you are in love first, honeymoon, you know honeymoon, right? After the wedding. So you feel that when you were in love at first, you feel like you can conquer the world, right? But then after a year or so, the chemical wear out, and then you go back to who you are, right? What I understood from this, what I took from this is not religion, but when you have a relationship with Jesus, the Father, Abba, you are in love. He is life. So you're in love for the rest of your life. So you are on the honeymoon effect. You know what I mean? So with prayer and meditation, with everything that you need to do, the honeymoon effect, you'll be in honeymoon. That means the joy of Jesus, right? I give peace to you. The peace I give you is not like the word gives you. I'm gonna put the quote here. That's my favorite one. Yeah. For the life of me, I cannot quote the Bible correctly, but I know what it says and I know what it means. But memorizing, no. And the next one is Dr. Joe Dispenza's. What was the book? You Are the Placebo. If you don't know what placebo is, please read what placebo is. It's a medical term. And what it means to me is like, if you have faith. So placebo is, they collect patients and then, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's a study whether the medication is effective or not. So the group of patients, they taste the medication, like group of them, they are given the medication. And then another group of them, they are giving just water pill. There is no medication in it. So the ones that took the water pill, they heal as well. So that's what placebo. You are the placebo. The placebo means. So faith is my placebo. That's what I got from Dr. Joe Dispenza, which is quantum physics. In that book also, it tells you about predictability of the future and not predictability of the future. You're just living in the unknown future, right? So the Newtonian physics versus quantum physics. So the Newtonian is like, oh, I'm going to go to the moon. Then you go. And then the quantum is, you just leave it to God, faith, but you try. And so you're not attached to the result. So, but then again, you feel like you already have it. You already, what does it say on the Bible? Hold on. All the praise belongs to God. I can't believe it, you guys. It's my Facebook banner. So when you are grateful, when you're not living like you're lacking something, that's what quantum physics is, right? When you feel like you already have it, when you're praising the Lord for everything that He gave you, that's what it means to me. So that's what I learned from it. What else? Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life. And that one, he is a clinical psychologist, but a lot of it is from the Bible. He doesn't really quote the Bible. But 12 Rules for Life is a really, really good book. I hope I covered everything. If there's anything, just let me know. Yeah, I don't want to go deep because I don't want to spoil it. But this is just roughly what the books have taught me. So everything I read, the Quran, the Power of Now, the Honeymoon, every book that I read, it just leads me to Jesus. Because first I was operating from intellect, right? But intellect and logic doesn't work in the spiritual world. So you have to dig in. Oh, one more book. One more book is The Seed of the Soul. Gary Zukov, I believe. I'll put it on the screen. The Seed of the Soul is about authentic power. Kind of like the purpose of your life. That one is really good book as well. Every book that I mentioned, I put it years ago on my Amazon. If you guys want it, go to my Amazon and you could search at Google Sam Rawit Amazon shop, and then it will be under the books. So every book that I recommend would be there. And ask me a question if you have any. I'm about to make the tomato cream right now. I'll probably post it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, because I'm still editing Israel day 6. I still haven't finished. It's kind of a little bit long, and I really want to put effort to it. So I got to finish that, and then I have a meeting, and then tomorrow too. I do have. Yeah, I might not post it tomorrow, but this week I'll post it. I don't want you guys to call me a liar, because I ain't a liar. But the tomato cream is coming up. All right, beautiful. Beautiful souls, loved ones. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm going to get going. I love you. And remember, you're to die for. Okay? Bye-bye.
The sweetest name on earth. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me.